So I'm starting to realize that it's so much that has changed. I really have to catch y'all up on what's really been going on with Lauren. Like, I've been going back and forth with this, trying to figure out what kind of YouTube I really want and what desires that I have. And I was going through so many changes and up and down, and with this pandemic and situations and growth and money, what you really want out of life, visualizing what my life would be like if I had certain things that I see other people have, or have the lifestyles that I see. I'm be honest with you, some of the people I know lifestyles, and you know, like people say, what's on Instagram is not always technically fully true, but it is some truth to it, because I mean, it has to be, because if it wasn't, they wouldn't have anything to post. You get what I'm saying? So some of what they got going on is definitely happening. My life changed so much, and like I had stepped back, from the entertainment business. I used to work in the club. I stopped working serving at the club. I was like, okay, let me try and go be be a flight attendant. Became a flight attendant. Really didn't like it for real. Then the big doom doom. I moved to Vegas. I lived in like 3 different states, within the last year. Like, even though my permanent address was here in Vegas, because my boyfriend, me and him ended up moving together. So we moved in together in Atlanta, and then literally a month after I moved in with him in Atlanta, he got a job here in Vegas as an electrician. So then I went to flight attendant school, graduated from flight attendant school. My home base was in Florida, so I lived in Florida. Then I went from living in Florida to living in Los Angeles. So yeah, with my permanent address still in Vegas. So it was a lot, like trying to maintain, trying to be a good girlfriend, come home, and when you're first year flight attendant, your schedule is crazy. Like, you basically on call. So whenever they call you, that's it. And to me, my life had changed a lot when it came to my finances, because I was making a lot of money, because you got to think about it, I was modeling, I was acting, I was doing, and I was working at the club too. So I was having, and I had like my makeup line, I had all these things going on. So I had so many sources of income, and it really made a big difference with packing up and leaving everything behind. Like, I left my whole network in Atlanta, Georgia. So everything was a little different, a lot of, not a little different, a lot of different, like, especially when it came to material, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, materialistic stuff. Like, I was just used to having a certain amount of money. I'm not really materialistic, like I gotta have name brands and all this kind of stuff. It was just that, like, I was just used to me jumping up, doing what I want to do whenever I wanted to do it, because I, was financially stable. And even besides just being financially stable enough to be able to do things like that, also, I was just used to, when it came to my career, I actually loved what I was doing. Like, I love modeling. I love acting. I love working in the entertainment business. I love doing that. And, when you're in entertainment business, sometimes it get a little slow. So that's the reason why I worked in the club serving, and which was a good, flexible schedule and circumstance to when I had to be on set or whatever. And most of the time you don't be on set on the weekend. So, and that's when that's when usually work a lot will be on the weekend, like from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and maybe, something like that. Cause that's what, everybody comes to Atlanta and party. So everything was working out, and it just a lot just changed. Like, I changed as a person so much within these last few years, like getting older, getting more mature, because I really don't think you really mature the way that you think you do until after, like, you have to really, like, a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, I was mature when it came to being an adult, like taking care of myself, paying my bills, and all this kind of stuff. Yes, that is part of being mature and being a grown up and being an adult. You know, that is part of it. But it was just so much. And like, I think I went through this like depressed phase because I just kind of was like on some, I wish I was further along in my career, my acting career. And, you know, and then I was like, well, you know what? I think I'm just going to focus on acting and not be a model anymore. But then I was like, well, I still love doing modeling. So I still did hair campaigns and stuff. It was just like my life. I guess I watched people that was sitting next to me, you know, on sets, or sitting next to me, us doing jobs and gigs together, you know, in entertainment, surpass me. And I mean, it's like, if people don't understand, it's like I am very happy that the people got, you know, surpassed me and got further along in their career and everything worked out for them. I mean, like, I'm totally excited and happy for them. Actually, it gives me inspiration that it can happen. And one girl actually had a baby too, and she ended up, you know, getting on shows and doing movies and all this kind of stuff. And, you know, I'm really kind of lost. I was really lost, and I'm kind of still all over the place. Because if you didn't know, I had a baby. So, like I said, last year was an interesting year. This year and last year has been an interesting, you know, situation. Like I had a baby, and then I wasn't a flight attendant anymore. Then I came to be live in Vegas, just permanently. It's just a lot of stuff changed, and you know, being across the country and not having really like your family on this side of the country is kind of oddly weird, because you don't realize how much support and help you need with kids until after you have one and your family's not here. So it's interesting, you know, being, you know, going through those type of circumstances with everything. It's just strange, like, of like way my life really has maneuvered and changed within these last few years. I mean, like this last year or so. And it's just crazy. Like I've literally pretty much lost everything, and now I'm a whole new person and still trying to figure out who the heck I am again. Because after you have a baby, I mean, you know who you are, but you got to figure out who this new lady is with this baby. Your body's not the same. Like, you know, some people, I'm not gonna lie, they be blessed to just snap back. I ain't necessarily just woke up and my stomach and my body is just back to where it was, because it's not. You know, and then it's not just me anymore. Like I said, I'm in a serious relationship, and you know, we got a kid now. Things change and life just swirled. But anyways, I'm gonna go in more detail and give you more understanding what I'm talking about. I'm gonna break down everything that I'm talking about, from being a flight attendant to moving across the country, to living in Florida, to living in Las Vegas, living in Los Angeles, having a baby, not working for being a flight attendant anymore, money circumstances, all the things that I've lost and things I have learned, and my objective of a new appreciation for certain things in life. So I just want to show you the real Lauren, and you know, and let you see and understand that, you know, life is lifing sometimes. So check me out on my YouTube. I'm really gonna focus on making sure I post. You know, I'm gonna start doing now where I post 1 video a week or 2 videos a week, because like I said, I really couldn't figure out how I wanted to structure my whole thing, because it's called Lauren Hendricks Network, and then I started out with What's Eating Lauren's Great. So what I realized is since it's Lauren Hendricks Network, why don't Lauren show different things like a television network does? So I'm gonna show you my life as a mom and as my child grows. I'm gonna show you my life as I reach back into getting in shape. I'm gonna show you my life when it comes to getting back into the acting and modeling and entertainment situation and circumstances. I'm gonna show you, you know, just me, just me and who I am. Just, because I feel like really showing people all these different intricacies of me, it lets you know that, you're not alone. You're not by yourself. Because sometimes people wear the pain, wear all the things that's going on in their life so good that you don't even know that they're going through stuff. So I'm going to show you what's going on with me. Okay? We're going to definitely do all that on separate days, and I'm just going to post or whatever. I'm also definitely am going to do What's Eating Lauren's Grape, because it's What's Eating Lauren's Grape, it was based off certain topics or things that were going on in the world that I wanted to talk about and express how I felt about them. So definitely going to be doing that. Also, I'm going to be even doing some, like I said, when I go out to eat to a certain place, I'll tell you about it, record the whole experience. I really want you to really see and grow with me and understand everything that I have going on in my life. So stay tuned. And yes, this is I guess my first official back post. But yeah, excuse the way I look, and I'm also breastfeeding, so this is a lot. Yeah. And my baby is only 3 months. She was just born July. Yeah. So she's 3 months is July. I'm telling you, baby, mommy, I be having mommy brain, you be thinking what the heck, but yeah, it's crazy. She was born July 6th, 2024, just was born 3 months ago. So it's interesting. Even when I was pregnant, everything was interesting, seeing my body grow. And because I will say this, I was one of those people that said I would never have a child. I probably wasn't going to have children, or I wasn't. Certain things I just didn't think I would. I didn't think I was going to, because it's a certain way I wanted to go about it. But like I said, I'm not going to go too much in detail, because like I said, I'm going to break down all these segments, and I'm going to have these conversations on each topic that I discussed briefly in this video. So stay tuned for more to come.